Tia. Yes, you guys probably recognize me from TikTok and from my viral video per se. If you guys don't recognize me, I'm going to insert the clip here. Guys, I just finished my date and I am so embarrassed. I'm not gonna cry here. I'm not gonna cry. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to clean myself up a little bit. He came, and so the whole thing is we went to this restaurant he wanted to go to, and it was a little too expensive, but I don't know, I asked my sister for money. So we went. I had this dress on, and I changed because I had this dress on and everything. And I had my hair out. Like, you know, guys, I cut it, but it wasn't like this. I had it parted a little bit. And so I went in, and he was like looking around like, oh, like he was looking for somebody else. And I was like, okay. I'm like, hey, I'm Tia. And then he was like, Tia? I'm like, yeah, it's for me, from BLK. And then he was like looking confused, and he told me to sit down. So I sat down. I smiled, and he didn't smile back at me. And then he was like, I don't look like my pictures. I do look like my pictures. I don't Photoshop anything. I tell everything how it is. I'm going to insert at the end of the video the picture I put in. And he was like, you know, just being so quiet through the meal and all that. He didn't even want to pay. I said, hey, I didn't bring my money with me. And then he eventually paid. And then now he sent me a request to pay for the food. And that's not, I just don't understand. Why are men like this? Men are evil. You guys are probably finished watching it. Yes, it's very cringe. I don't need that to be the subject of conversation on the comments, but it's whatever. I can't control you guys. But I wanted to go in depth about what I've been through in that situation. I know I said it in the live already. People who go on my live on TikTok, they probably already know the story. You're like, girl, I know this. You told me. Yes, I know. But there's a lot of people that keep asking me. So this video, YouTube video, is for you guys. So it was a situation where I went through a lot that year, where car accident, Bell palsy, mental issues, like it was bad. So, you know, I'm a woman. I'm gonna want love. God kill me if I want to have love. Like, yeah, guys act like you never wanted to love. I wanted love. So I'm over here texting BLK because I've been on BLK for a little bit, but not really interact with people. So this was a situation where I was talking to this guy, and I honestly really liked him. We talked a lot. We were having fun. He was feeling the vibe. He was feeling my body. I was feeling his. You know, he was into me, and I was into him. So we decided to. He decided to meet up. I never insinuated, never wanted to meet up with him at first. I thought it was just a little flirty. Yeah, of course, eventually, but not right now. I'm like, okay, you want to meet up? Why not? So he picked this nice place in Tallahassee. We went there. He said, oh, he likes this place. It's a little bit far, and anybody who knows me knows I'm really horrible in directions. So I was getting ready. I put this beautiful dress on. I love that dress, and you guys can see it here. Insert it here. Yes, that's the dress. And I was feeling myself. I was loving. I just felt so beautiful. I had my natural hair out. Yes, going back to my hair, I did cut it. It was longer, but I cut it over this breakdown I had. So I cut it, but it doesn't matter. Natural girlies win. So I'm cutting. I look good. I feel good. I left. I drove. Mind you, I was a little bit late. I'm not really a late person because in my BLK profile, it does say I'm never late. That moment, I was late. So I was late a little bit, but I texted him. He was cool about it. He was like, yeah, no worries. I just got here. It's not a big deal. I'm like, okay, cool. So I finally found the place, right? It was nice. Like, not fancy, but it was pretty nice. So I go in. I'm looking. I'm scanning the scenery app, right? I'm looking. And then I'm like, I don't see him, honestly. And I was texting him, like, where are you? He's like, I'm over here. And I'm like looking, and I say, oh my God, I see him. So I said, I see you. And he was looking around. He was like, I don't see you. Literally. I wasn't that much far. I was like right across. If he looked up, he'll see me. So I was confused. I'm like, I'm right in front of you. And I walked towards his table. He looked at me. Guys, he looked at me like this. sizing me up and down. I was like, hey, smiling with the dumbest grin in my face. I'm like, hey, it's Tia, hey. You know, I was thinking that he was gonna stand up and pull my chair for me. He didn't do none of that. He just looked at me like I was some creature out there. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I sat down, and then it was quiet for a little bit. He put out his phone, he was texting a little bit, and he put it down. He looked at me a little bit, he just looking around, and I was like, so nice to meet, I was like, nice to meet you in person. And then he was like, yeah. And he paused for a second. He was like, you don't look anything like your pictures.
What?
There's nothing that's different from me and my pictures but my hair. I was like, what? I couldn't even, I was shocked. I know people might curse him out. I didn't know what to say. Like, what? What do you mean? And then the waiter came. And he was like, you know, what would you guys like to have? I ordered my food. He ordered his and everything. And then I still was thinking about him saying that, oh, I don't like my pictures, but I didn't want to get too much into it. So, and then, so that's what happened. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm getting a little shook up thinking about it. And then we were eating everything, and he was eating his food. Mind you, it was quiet. Have you ate dinner with somebody and it was just quiet? Like, you could feel the tension in the air. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm kind of delusional. So I'm thinking like, okay, as an anime, I'm like, okay, you know how the girl is very sweet and everything, and then they're like, you know, and then the hard guy, he's like mean, but this girl's different, you know? So I was trying to be the different girl, right? So I was like, hey, can I get a piece of your food? He was like, what? I'm like, yeah, can I get a bite? Cause I had this food, you know, I was trying to see his food look good. So I was like, you know, can I get a bite? He was like, he just put his plate near me. So I got the bite of his food. It was good. So I took 2 bites. He looked disgusted with me. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe he's just trying to be this hardcore guy, and I could be like the quirky kind of girl, right? I'm like, okay, that's really nice. Now that I was complimenting him, he didn't give me one compliment. Literally, he was quiet through the whole transaction, the whole thing. Okay, the audacity. It's time. The waiter comes in with the bill. He put his hand on it. The waiter comes in with the bill, and then after that, the bill came. Now, as a lady, I'm not thinking I'm paying. Mind you, I did ask my sister for money, but I wasn't thinking I was going to use it. The guy looked like he was nice. He looked like he had some money. I know he wasn't broke, you know? So I'm over here looking at my purse, right? I was like, okay. I'm like, okay, he's gonna offer, obviously, because that's how men are. You look in your purse, trying to look for the money. He's gonna be like, oh, you don't have to pay. That's what I was waiting for. I was looking through my purse. Now, 2 minutes passed by. 3 minutes. He's looking at me, and then looking at his phone. I'm like, this guy not gonna offer. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I left my wallet. He said, what? I said, I left my wallet. So he looked annoyed. He pulled out his card, checked, so the card went through. We got up. I was thinking that he's gonna give me a hug and everything. He literally got his stuff and he walked out. I left and I was in tears. I was actually feeling like I was gonna cry. I honestly didn't cry at that moment, but I did cry when I got back home. And let's say the next day, he requested a Cash App for me. Through the whole situation, I posted it online because before I used to post other videos of me like going through stuff like my exercise journey, me cleaning my room, me crying. I had very cringy videos. I do that. I don't have friends. So I do post stuff online, and then, you know, and they usually get like just 500 views, and I had these sweet people. I had this group of people that would always encourage me. So, you know, there was no different from this video. That's what I did. And wake up and there's 500,000 people liking it and talking bad about me. I'm overwhelmed, but I'm very, very happy about the positive in it and telling me to keep going, to find love. I'm almost 30. Is it so wrong for me to want love? Is it so out of this world that I want some type of companionship? It's like I'm crucified because I want something that everyone else in the world want. You know what I think it is? Is because I'm big. I really think I'm not conventionally beautiful. is why I think everyone does not like this or like me. But I'm here to tell you, and anyone else that's going through this, do not listen to the evil comments. Do not do that. Look at me in the eye. You are worth it, and you are beautiful, and you will show them that no matter what you look like and how your hair is done, you deserve love. I want you guys to, just be kinder. There's no reason for you to call me all these bad words. Call me my back is a mattress, or call me I'm ugly, do my hair. I can't even go through everything. Now you guys are making fun of my teeth. This is sick. You guys need help. But you know what? I'm strong. I'm strong. And anybody else that's going through what I'm going through, you listen to me. You don't let them win. And this is the end of the story, my story of the date. If you have any questions in the comment section, you can. And yeah, like and subscribe. Bye guys.